And after being illegally cut down, part of the famous Sycamore Gap tree is back upright, and visitors will be able to give it a hug.
When the 200-year-old Sycamore Gap tree was illegally felled in 2023, there was an outpouring of grief. Many people had special memories of the tree, from marriage proposals to the scattering of ashes.
The National Trust had been finding ways for people to share their memories and to connect with it. As part of this, a section of the tree's trunk will now go on permanent display. Our reporter Alison Freeman has been to see it.
In a workshop in a tiny village in Cumbria, an idea has been taking shape. The way the Sycamore Gap tree trunk will be displayed forever is being finalised by artist Charlie Whinney.
It actually cut really nicely. You see these shavings here? Because they're big shavings, basically it worked. It was a really nice wood to work with. It was a shame this was the only bit I was allowed to do on it, really.
The piece of the much-loved tree only arrived in Witherslack 2 weeks ago, having been kept in a secret location. Every modification carrying the weight of responsibility. So is it nerve-wracking?
Yes, absolutely, so nerve-wracking. Because so many people care about it, you don't want to mess it up.
There was worldwide shock when the Sycamore Gap tree was illegally felled in September 2023. It held a special place in people's hearts, with marriage proposals taking place there, as well as ashes being scattered. And so it was decided it was important people could continue to visit the tree's trunk.
Keep your fingers on top of it rather than on the bottom.
The art collective Creative Communities listening to the public to come up with a design.
We've got the largest piece of the Sycamore Gap tree, and that's going to be supported on 3 oak wings like this. There was like a spontaneous outpouring of feelings after the tree was felled, and that came from school children, it came from abroad, so it kind of shows by its absence how much it meant to people, really.
Do you think it's a bit of a shame that it's taken this for people to say all of these things?
Well, absolutely. You don't know what you've got until it's gone.
I think pretty much 100% of the people we spoke to said that they wanted to be able to access the tree and they wanted to be able to touch it. And I am blown away by how huggable this tree is. It is very huggable.
After a week in the workshop, the tree was returned to its permanent home, the Sill Visitor Centre in Northumberland's National Park, not far from where it stood on Hadrian's Wall. Words written by people who loved the tree, a key feature of the artwork.
So this one says proposals, first steps and arguments, because we wanted to tell the stories of the tree. The words that were chosen here take you from sorrow, grief, the initial reaction, all the way through to feelings of hope and wishes for the future. And a really nice thing about the words are that everybody's experience of the tree was different, and everybody's experience with this installation will be different, because the route that you take to read the words creates your own individual poem.
I think when you come down and approach the installation from here, you almost just want to be inside, don't you? You want to be in the middle of it.
For the National Park's chief executive, seeing the installation was an emotional moment.
Like many other people, had a family connection. We'd been there walking with our family. We'd had family photographs taken under that tree.
What's it been like for you over the past 18 months, going from the tree being felled to getting to this installation?
Quite a difficult journey, if I'm being honest. At the very beginning, it was quite difficult dealing with the reality that the tree had been cut down. People felt they'd lost the tree forever, and maybe in some ways felt they'd lost those memories or those life events. But to be sat here today with part of that tree, with this beautiful installation created by Charlie Whinney, it gives me real hope for the future. This is a time to look forward, and a time for us to re-pledge to do positive things for nature.
The installation opens to the public today. Alison Freeman, BBC News, Northumberland.
I think a lot of people will go there to be near, to touch and just to be around it.
If you can touch it. Nice. Yeah, why not? There's a good vibe about it.